Colors. HELLPER has few of them. It's mainly in black and white, uncharacteristic for a manhwa. That's because when colors show in HELLPER, they don't just take over for artistic reasons, but that's for you to discover why. Hell doesn't look as bad as he thought. There is only one problem. Guangnam is dead, of course. Waking up in the afterlife tells him that much. But as he tries to recount the last moments leading to his death, Guangnam's struck by the memory of a truck hitting him, a green truck, which corresponds to what the Reaper's font says. Right, because a Reaper's been sent his way already to guide him to hell, to actual hell. This one is simply a limbo where dead people, known as ghosts, are initially sent to. Luckily the Reaper is drunk, for some reason. So a quick slap and Guangnam can live for another day, even though he's dead already, technically speaking. Jokes aside, it's strange, to say the least. How can someone like Guangnam be evil? The thing is that the black ticket on his wrist does not lie. Had it been white, he would have gone to heaven. But there is no time to waste on thinking about this, as his place is back on Earth, where he left what really matters to him. His gang, the Keelbarrows, and Jaiwa, his girlfriend. No, it's not that kind of gang. The Keelbarrows protect the city of Kana from bad gangs. Needless to say, somehow, Guangnam has to get back there. And there happens to be a way. If you collect 100 tickets from other ghosts, you're granted the wish to either go to heaven or reincarnate. But if you lose your ticket, you turn into something like that. And if you tear it just a tiny bit, this guy is going to appear, and it's not good news. Anyway, this is basically HELLPER's plot. Colors, wine, and fights. The netherworld's populated by all kinds of entities, from ghosts to reapers hunting them, to the so-called dead and brutal dead. There are towns, markets, and then goblins who party all day. But is the netherworld really what it looks like? Let's talk about Guangnam then. Guangnam. Nam means man in Korean, but what's interesting is the first part of his name, which can be read both as light and mad. Even though he takes pride in calling himself Lightman, Guangnam cannot hide for long from us the conflict inside of him. Just as his name seems to ask, which side is he on? Light or dark? Is he truly the good person he thinks he is? Or is he only playing the part of a good person? It is strange indeed. How can someone who smiles and farts this much? How can a dreamer like him be here? All I can say is one word and one word only. Exactly the one thing that makes an airplane fly. Imagination. Well, according to Guangnam, imagination is what makes an airplane fly. It's because of his imagination that Guangnam has to go to hell. Guangnam is an idealistic person. Someone who will die for his dreams. The typical good guy in comics who perhaps sees the world too simply in either black or white, with no shades of grey, but it's mainly due to his cultural background. All of Guangnam's morals and knowledge come from comics. He's been fundamentally shaped by them, and it shows in his childish and hyperbolic ways of speaking, his peculiar catchphrases, and the rather bizarre stances, which may seem weird to most at first sight. But to me, the character he plays is only a way for him to believe in his dreams. Guangnam acts like he's accomplished them already, in order to reinforce his determination. At the core of Guangnam's philosophy is the firm belief that in order to make dreams come true, no matter how fantastic, you have to imagine and believe them first. That's why he acts like he's in a comic. And the Keelbarrows protecting his city like some kind of Justice League is exactly his wish. So, the dramatic ways he carries himself are perhaps reflections of the reality he envisions, of the hero he wants to be. But this is exactly the problem. Is Guangnam genuinely good? Or is his person different from this character? Is his real person the one responsible for wearing that black ticket? No matter the lengths he goes to in order to help others, the events in this story seem to indicate that perhaps the first half of his name, Guang, weighs more toward the mad side. It seems that Guangnam was not shaped but created by comics. Only a character, a hero wannabe that, beyond the surface, doesn't actually exist. Now, the official English translation is not the best. Far from it. There is a lot that is lost from Korean, especially the exact meaning of those catchphrases Guangnam loves saying like, "Life is very," or "Indeed it is," "Indeed it does." But as somebody whose first language is not English, I'm not going to lie, those sound cool enough and you can understand the meaning even though they don't make too much sense, oddly enough. But this is exactly HELLPER's charisma, its chaotic nature. Combine that with the author guiding you through some fights by telling you to scroll down fast, or the official Kill Barrows merch that is sadly only available in Korea. But what's available worldwide is the music you can listen to while reading that's linked in certain chapters. HELLPER is an unorthodox story, and if you've been here long enough, you know I love those. You know I love stories that go way deeper and beyond what they originally wanted you to think. Or maybe I'm overthinking everything and the actual message of this story is that comics are a great place for learning morals.